right, welcome to SingleTrack Session number 35. We are on location once again at Roosters Brewing Company in beautiful Ogden, Utah, on 25th Street.
Yes.
Mixed it up a little bit because there's a special reason why.
Yeah,
we usually like to do this 22nd Street, Studio 78. 22nd Street.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Right.
In Studio 78, but we got a sweet text message this morning.
We did.
And so we're like, change of plans.
Right.
So we're going to start off our SingleTrack session. This might be our first SingleTrack session with a guest.
I think it is.
So congratulations on that.
Sweet, that's awesome.
We got, as Joel put, JK.
That's right.
Jacquie. She is our official TrailManners brewer.
Yes.
And we brought
That's
you on.
That's the perfect title. I like it.
You like that?
Yeah.
So you're the first brewer we've ever had.
Right.
So why do we have her on the show today, Joel?
Why are we having the show here?
Why we have her here, and why is she with us on SingleTrack today?
Because the Ogden Trail Running Festival is coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks?
A few weeks.
Yeah,
That's
3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that.
Soonish.
But we have an official beer for the Trail Run Festival, and Jacquie made it for us.
Yep.
And then we got a text this morning. She said, fellas, the beer is ready. Come and taste it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, we have a podcast to do today, so let's talk about that beer.
That's right.
That's why we came down here.
So tell us a little bit about what you've got brewed up that we tried today.
So we did a Sessions IPA for you guys, Trail Fest. We're going to call it a Trail Pale Ale since we can't really call something a Sessions IPA.
Right.
But we did a nice Idaho number 7 and Citra hopped pale for you guys, and it's going to be dry hopped as of tomorrow, we decided.
That's
so
right.
Yep, we're going to dry hop it with about 3 pounds of a mix of Citra and Idaho number 7. So
That sounds tasty.
I'm so thirsty right now.
I know. We tried it this morning. It was already good.
Yeah, for sure.
And
it was flat.
It was a little flat.
It's not carbonated. It came straight
Doesn't
out of the
matter.
fermenter.
It was still
so,
good.
Yeah.
But the color was gorgeous.
Yeah, the color's on money.
Wow, it was sexy.
Yeah, it is a pretty beer.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that in a few weeks. So what's the process now? For those out there that don't know. So we're dry hopping
What's
it.
dry hopping mean?
Dry hopping. So if a beer is wet hopped, it means that the hops have come off of the vine within basically 48 hours and are on beer. So we're just going to use pelletized hops for it. These are hops that have been pelletized and frozen, but it will sit on the beer for about 7 days, and you get all of the nice beta acids. Excuse me, as I'm stumbling over my words.
That's all right.
So you don't get any more bitterness, but you get all the floral aromas, all kind of the finer, subtle details of the hops. So with the 2 hops we're using, we'll get a lot of piney and citrusy flavors out of them, and then a really, really good nose. So when you go to drink the beer, you'll have just an amazing aroma.
And that's what we're after.
Yeah.
And the pine and the citrus and the
It
fact
reminds
it's a
you of the
one-off.
Ogden Trails.
It does.
I like that
Especially
a lot.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little rainy and
I know.
beauty
Everything
and
is
cool.
just smelling so good up there right now.
So we're a few weeks out for this, so it's going to be ready to roll.
Yep.
What's the time frame now for it?
So I will drop it into a bright tank to dry hop tomorrow. So it'll sit on hops for 7 days. So that means next Thursday we will transfer it into a serving tank and start to carbonate it. And then basically whenever you guys say go for it, then we'll get it carved up and going. So it could be pouring as soon as next Friday, or we can hold it off and wait for the actual Trail Film Fest and the trail race.
So are we going to be able to try it in its final state before the film fest?
Yes, for sure.
So we can do that, and then we can just bust it out that night. That's cool.
Yeah.
So with it, you're going to have it in the final tank, right? So these are like big tanks.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you going to serve it here in the restaurant too?
Yeah.
Oh,
we have
are big time.
217 gallons of it. So
That might be enough for
217. That's
yeah,
it.
that's it, right? Sadly.
That sounds like a lot, actually.
It does sound like a lot, but not.
I don't know.
How many growlers can you fill?
Well, I
with that?
bought some growlers just for this occasion.
Yeah.
Okay, so the big vat that it's in, if I super did a good shower and got a snorkel, can I hang out with it, or is that going to ruin it?
No.
No,
Okay.
you don't
Because your
want to
man
do
bits
that.
are going to be on it. I don't want your man bits on my beer.
It's just I call it man hopped.
Yeah, man hopped.
The
Man
ting
hopped
hopped.
the beer. Oh God, nobody wants that.
That's the TrailManners
wait a
final
minute.
touch.
They make beer out of that dude's like
Beards.
yeast from his beer,
Yeah.
right?
They
Beards,
do,
right?
yeah.
That's grody.
And there's
Yeah.
wild
So what's
yeast,
the difference
so-
between Eric's man bits then?
Really nothing, but we would want I think we would want the man bits in prior to it fermenting. So
it's too late for that?
Yeah.
Next round.
Next round. We'll do a man bits beer.
I like it. Man bits.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It's just like a cryo tank, but with beverage.
That's
Just get me
so gross.
Just get me a floaty on my arms.
all right, so Jackie's got to run.
Jackie's got to go tend to the
I got to go do a
beers.
hop edition right now.
That's
so.
right.
Yeah.
But hey, thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, we'll get you back on again.
Yeah, for sure. We got to get more information about that. But man, how exciting is that?
I am pumped.
Man, because that did have a good taste to it. I like the dry hopped idea, but I'm all about when I drink a beer. I look at the color.
The color had it.
Oh,
Sold
man,
me right away.
It was so spot on.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, this is exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Because me and Joel, we've been planning this Trail Fest for over a year and a half. We got it in fruition, about 5 months ago, maybe, something like that. And now we're up against it.
Yeah, we are.
So we got final touches going. I'm hanging out at our Sign Garage location, getting those final touches.
Nice.
Sending out emails, getting new vendors at the booth. I mean, we kind of jumped to the front of the line with this, but we had to with that text this morning saying, fellas, your beer is ready for tasting.
Yeah, I know. But that was awfully nice of her just to sit in real quick. But
Yeah.
she ran back downstairs to
Tend to her job.
to tend to those yeasts and hops.
That's right, man.
But
So,
I like the idea of the man bits.
yeah, I'm in. I
That's
volunteer.
a good beer.
Yeah, the man bit beer.
Yeah.
It sounds like you could put that on, because they have two bit.
Yeah.
You see that on a chalkboard. Man bit. You'd
Man,
be like,
man bits.
yeah, man bits.
Yeah.
That's better. Man bits beer. I'm like, yeah, I'll have, you know what? Let's go with a pitcher.
The
man
bits.
bits.
Yeah.
So while we're talking about the festival, we'll just knock that out first because,
Right.
I know this is listened to in other parts of the country and other countries for that matter.
But we want you to come.
Yeah, you're all invited.
If you can't come this year, next year
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
we're going to be doing this going forward. So
Right.
the trail race, or the first night, Friday,
Right.
is the film. We're booked, but that's
Yep.
when we're going to have this launch of the beer.
Right.
I've had people emailing me for tickets, and I apologize. We're just sold out. I wish we could do more, but we're definitely at
Don't
capacity.
we have one left?
Well, yeah, for Turtle Miller's bid. You can
Yeah.
bid on that for
Right.
Turtle Miller, and it's going to be worth it, right?
think so.
I don't care what you pay for it.
Right.
It's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
So there's still that ticket left. But on Saturday, we did have a twist to it, and we're actually
Right.
going to move forward with this. So the festival starts at 3 p.m.
Right.
And it runs till about 8-ish.
I think so.
And so what happens at the festival? Well, you ask. 3 o'clock starts. We're going to have all kinds of vendors there. We got
Yeah.
Squirrel's Nut Butter. We got Solomon.
Right.
We've got, gosh dang, Gear 30.
Right. The PT clinic will be there doing clinics for either foam rolling or hip strengthening, maybe both.
Yeah, and we're going to have yoga.
Yep.
So we're going to have all kinds of vendors. We're going to have some food there. And, my salad just showed up because that's
all
my
right.
precursor to my cheese curds.
I know.
I can't come here without cheese curds. But yeah, so we have all that going on. We got, what else do we got going on? Races. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock or 5:30?
I think 5 p.m. is the Kids K.
Yes. So we have a kids K.
5 p.m. And then we
Yeah.
have the Gib Wallace Memorial Race. And listen, folks, we really were looking. We need more people to register for this race. We've lost
Yeah.
a few because of the time change, which we completely understand
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
apologize for. But that's at 5:30.
Yeah.
But this, as we've mentioned before, the winner gets a brand new Spartan soon to watch. Both winner of men and women.
And women. Holy cow.
Second place, male and female, get $100 cash.
Right.
Third place, get $50 cash.
Right.
And
So that makes it
everybody-
worth it right there.
Everybody in the race, but you get a shirt.
Yeah.
You get Elevation Culture swag.
Right. Which I haven't seen yet, so I'm excited to see
Yeah,
that.
I'm excited. He's still working on
Is
those
he?
right now because he's busy. Those guys are killing it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's the weather there. I mean, they got to get out and enjoy themselves in the
Right.
mountains. So we got all kinds of stuff for you. It's going to be an awesome day. Come out and say hi.
Right.
Support the cause. TrailManners is going to have a booth there with some swag there.
Right.
You don't have to pay for shipping. It helps the cause. So don't forget about the Ogden Trail Running Festival. And we have shoe demos from Solomon. I mean, who
That's
wouldn't
right.
want to put on a fresh pair of those and check
Mhm.
out? And while we're on it, Run is RUHN.
Right.
Is a company that's come out with some apparel.
Yeah. So they're a local company, Utah company.
Yep, and they're going to be there with some new gear.
Right.
I just got rumor of some. I don't know if I should even say it because it makes me nervous, but
Okay.
I'm going to spill it.
Do it anyways.
So they've got some new apparel that just launched. They've been doing some tights, some compression pants, some shorts,
Right.
tops.
Yep.
And now they just launched like a tech tee and a tech tank top. And I ordered
Yeah.
the tank top.
Right.
But they said they got new stuff. It's going to be ready just in time for the festival, and they're going to have shorts.
Nice. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Shorts with the compression?
I don't know yet. They just said shorts.
Okay.
I guess short.
I'm interested to see what that
Eric
means.
and Joel, you have a pair of shorts with your name on it. That's all I know. So.
All right.
But they're going to be there. But also, you can check them out. They got great gear. You can check them out on our website. And if you use code TM15, you get 15% off their purchase.
Yeah, that's
right?
great. It's a great way to tap into a new company, to test it out, right?
Yep, and try those guys out. So, all right. So now we knocked out the Trail Film Festival. We knocked out the races. We knocked out
the beer
and one of our sponsors. Now let's get to where we've been. So episode 80, we just had Melissa Solomon back on.
Yeah, that was fun.
Zion 100, just the table across the way from us here at Roosters. And that was another great episode. If you haven't, go back and listen to episode number 80 with Melissa.
Right.
She talks about her first 100-mile race. She also talks about some toe knuckles, which was a first here on the TrailManners podcast.
Maybe a first for any podcast.
Probably anywhere. Yeah. I think she made it up.
I think so, too.
Initially.
She better trademark that real quick.
Yeah, so that was a great episode. So you want to go back and listen to that. So, all right, so what's been in the news? Not a ton we're going to talk about because we have a few fun stuff.
There was a big race last weekend.
There was a big race last weekend. But, I'm a homer. We've had him on the show. So we'll talk about a little Hayden Hawks.
Yeah.
He went down to the Zion Traverse, got the FKT, which is the fastest known time.
Right.
6:50:49. So he beat it by over 30 minutes.
Whatever it
was before that must have been around 7:20 by 30 minutes. So it's 48.7 miles through some beautiful country.
Right.
I was supposed to go down there actually and do the Zion Traverse this weekend, but got a lingering hammy issue.
Yeah.
It's putting me at about 2.5 miles a day before it kind of gets angry. So
that's no good.
I'm a little getting nervous right now with this stupid hamstring thing. But anyway, congratulations, Hayden.
Yeah, that's cool.
Guy's killing it, blowing up the scene. And now we'll move on to what Joel talked about, the Lake Sonoma.
Yeah.
Last golden ticket race.
Yep.
And as we mentioned on the show, the top 3 men and women we brought up last week were the top 3 men and women finishers.
Yeah.
So we pegged that. We didn't get them in order necessarily because we didn't go for that. But on the women's side, another great race. I'm never going to get the name until someone calls me and tells me it's Yao Wang for the females. She won again.
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, in 7:22.
Yeah, she was on money.
Yeah.
She was on fire.
And she's going back to Western State. She accepted
Better
hers.
watch out for her.
She's been running so good this year.
Yeah.
And it looks like smart, too. It's not like one week. It's
right.
like gives herself a break, from some big stuff. But then second and third was a tie.
Right.
Casey Lichtig and Magna Boy.
Right.
They kind of came across. They ran the whole race together.
They
apparently.
did, pretty much, right?
It was unplanned.
Yeah.
There's a great interview on I Run Far. You want to go check that out because just 2 great people.
Right.
But since Casey's already in,
right.
Magna got the golden
she
ticket.
Got the ticket, which is cool to see.
Dude, that's going to be a
style field
race for both the men and the women.
Yeah.
But, man, it's going to be stacked. And on the men's side, Sage Canaday, after last year, he put it together, man.
Right.
He took first place in 6:20.
But wasn't he already in?
No.
Western?
He actually declined his ticket.
For this year?
Yeah, so he's not running Western.
Oh, I thought he was automatically in just because wasn't he top 10 last year?
I don't know. For some reason, I think he wasn't running. So because I know he passed it down either way. But the course was muddy. From every account that I read and saw. But
and then Dakota Jones came in second.
He came in second.
He passed up the ticket.
Yeah. And then third place was Chris Mako.
Right.
Who is already in.
He was top 10 last year.
Yeah. So
that goes to fourth and fifth.
And that's as deep as they'll go is
wow.
fifth. And they do this on purpose, I think, because of the names. So I know fifth place was Jared Burdick.
Right.
But fourth place was Zachary S. Because I can't pronounce his last name. SZABLEWSKI. So it's like Brewski, but with an L and a S. So it's Zableski. Let's go with that.
Right.
So cool. I don't know if they've accepted or not, but they rolled those down to fourth and fifth. But I mean, both Western States men and women's fields are going to be heavy.
Yeah, on fire.
Right?
It'd be cool to watch.
Man, it would be. I mean, there's going to be some tweeting going on that weekend.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
First stuff going on. So congratulations, everybody there. Really, I didn't see a whole lot of races to talk about that's coming up this weekend. It's Earth Day. And I know there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But, hopefully you can get out and celebrate Earth Day by taking care of the earth by maybe doing some trail work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on in our area for sure.
For sure.
But the other big race that just happened, and it's on the roadside. So we don't really go down that path much, but we gotta just give a huge shout out. I mean, we had some listeners that ran it. But I think nobody. I mean, this is like the upholder of Swaggin Rights award.
She won.
Man. Holy schmackerel. Sarah
Swaggin
Ohm
Rights
out of
last
Georgia.
weekend. I know.
She crushed it.
She did.
So she didn't, first thing post I saw, because I'm a stalker. She's getting like cryotherapy on a hip before the race, a couple days before. She's got her TrailManners hoodie on.
Okay, right.
Sarah's from Georgia.
Yeah.
She doesn't live down the street.
No.
So she had her hoodie on.
Right, which is a pretty sweet hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
Oh, it's so comfy. And then we get a few more like tags, and she's got her TrailManners hat on. And then she's got the cheese curds just arrived, and so did Joel's. What is that?
I don't know. It looks really good. It's a burrito.
It's a gut bomb burrito.
I just ran. I can eat it.
I got
hungry.
a salad over here with cheese curds. Where were we? So yeah, then she had a picture of her TrailManners Now Go Get It hat. But the coolest thing she pinned to her back, it said like or follow TrailManners on Facebook. And it was like in plastic and pinned to her back.
I know. That was cool.
So how cool is that? So Sarah, you are the upholder of the Swaggin Rights for sure.
I know. It was so cool when you texted me and went and I stalked her and I saw that. I was like, oh, yeah. And I think we picked up a couple of followers for that reason.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right? That was really neat. Thanks, Sarah, for doing that.
Yeah,
we
thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much. And, also thanks to everybody else out there that's doing that and supporting us and sharing us and tagging us in photos. We just dig to see where everybody goes.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Even if you don't have your Swaggin Rights rocking, your TrailManners gear on, at least we get to see kind of where you're at, what you get to run on, your neck of the woods, and we'll get onto that a little bit later too.
Oh yeah. Loving that.
Yeah, so thanks, Sarah. Then again, we'll touch on the Ricky Gates Transamericana.
So he's on the Ozark Trail now?
Yeah,
is that where he's at?
He's kind of where he wants to be now.
Yeah.
Kind of on that trail off that long, straight road.
It looked pretty cool, those pictures that he was posting.
Yeah,
I like it.
Man, I'm telling you what, man, a coffee table book would just be phenomenal.
Yeah.
If he could pull that off, if someone wanted to do that. Next up, we'll talk about it again. We're still looking for that beer sponsor. I mean, we got a place brewing a beer for us, so that shows our hops cred.
So Jacquie, who was just on the show, a hot second ago, she and I are working on it. I have a good idea for it.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. So I'll talk to you about that off mic, and maybe we can get that going. That'll be pretty fun.
Yeah. And then let's see what else we got going on. The Turtle Link, there's a contest still up for that. So make sure you go and check that out. So you see, I guess, if you can make it. Because it's going to be a killer night. So you need to be there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And then Turtle Tracker, we'll touch on that. Last he weighed in at 166.
That's crazy.
And Joel said he was looking svelte.
He's down. What did he start at? 200? 195?
Something in that realm.
Somewhere in that. Yeah. We'll say 200 just to make it that math easy. So he's down almost 35 pounds.
Something close to that.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I'm glad to see he's doing it. I know he's going to do really good at Wasatch this
I'm excited for him.
Oh, yeah,
doing the work.
He is doing the work. He's not eating.
Yeah, he's doing the work and he's not eating.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll go through some of these photos real quick. I mean, there's a bunch of them again. We probably won't hit every single one of them, but I'm going to make Joel pick his favorite.
Well, I'm trying to pull them up right now.
So I'll start off and I'll just start reading them down. Here. So Lori, and her last name is Cepa. I don't know if it's Cepa.
Cepa?
Because they're always tricky
Cepa?
with me when they're that, kind of easy. But she had an awesome one in Phoenix, Lake Pleasant.
With the donkeys.
The cactus. And she said there's like wild donkeys.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. I was like, what's going on with the wild donkeys?
Yeah, she had no donkey encounters. But that's a cool photo with the cactus and the water, because I never correlate those two things together.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's pretty rad, right?
You usually see cactus and like dead skulls of...
Yeah, exactly, like lizards.
Something like that. Nick Peterson in Libby, Montana, had a rocking picture of what is that thing? It's my mind's draw a blank, and I'm looking right at it. It's not a mountain goat. It's a bighorn sheep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Freaking awesome.
I'm on you now.
Brandon Musgrove from Montana. Him and his wife came down and said they said it says that they were back in Utah running with their friends, but I don't believe them because they didn't call us.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get the
I thought we were friends, but anyway, they got out on the trail with their dog.
Right.
Ben Loman in the background.
Yeah.
Ryan Delaney, man.
Ooh,
somewhere in the
picture.
Uintas in Spanish Fort Canyon.
Yeah, that was like top 2 for me.
Yeah, that's money. Mm-hmm. Andy Bailey had the wedge with the lighting.
Okay. So that was like definitely top 3.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah, just because he nailed the lighting.
The lighting's sweet with the sun coming down the river there. We got Jeremy Haddock, Mount Olympus, good friend of the show, been on the show, Misty Alessandri, the Green Pond Loop here in Wheeler.
Yeah, looking good.
Looking
up there.
ripe. Unfortunately, but a cool shot, our buddy Curtis Thompson. He just had some Achilles surgery.
His broken
and
wheel.
ankle, and he got a photo in on the IR couch with his TrailManners beanie.
Right.
So that was kind of cool. And Josh there in Arkansas, again, just rocking it, training hard for the Beaverhead, which we'll meet him there. I thought Richard Allen had a good one. Took his kid hiking, fishing, and camping in southern Missouri.
Like it.
First time, unfortunately, though, her stuffed bunny fell in the fire.
Oh.
So that was kind of a bummer. Kurt Stein.
He was in Hawaii, wasn't he?
Yeah, he still got I'm not going to do the Hawaii words. They freak me out.
The Hawaii words.
Yeah. They use too many U's. So that was a great one. Had a great conversation. Kurt Stein got his package we sent him with all his gear and just really cool. And, man, I hope we cross paths with him sometime. Jeremy Haddock, Mount Air here in Utah. Chelsea Hathaway had a really nice one in one of the
Buckskin.
Buckskin
down
Gulch.
Buckskin Gulch.
Brad Swain.
Yeah.
He had a super secret trail in Zions, and he said, shh.
Yeah, I don't know if that super secret means that they were on Angel's Landing and everybody else was up there.
I don't know. But I don't know. It looks different to me. Stacy Barker, the stud that keeps rocking our logos for Barking Goat Studios, had a cool one of a picture in Pocatello over the top with a TrailManners Boco.
And they're having a race up there on, is it May 10th? Or the week after.
Sure, I think it's the week.
So that'd be like
I
the
think
13th?
it's a week after. Yeah, 13th. Yeah, that sounds right.
So if you want to hit up
up and over or up and going or some Pocatello
sorry,
race.
Stacy, we're failing you.
Yeah,
but anyway, so
we
Pocatello.
brought it on the show before.
Look for I think it's Pocatello Run Club, something like that. They'll have more information there
Yeah,
if
it
you
looks
want
like a
to
cool race.
run like a cool race. It's a short race too. It's not very long.
Yeah, and they have a few distances for everybody. Corey Vigil had a picture of a cruise ship in the ocean there in the Bahamas.
Disqualified.
Yeah. There's a good one. Our friend Brian, she did the Taylor Hidden up Malins and got some water there with Harry. Let's see what else we got. Simon Hodgson again,
Killing
our man from Australia. He took a sweet one of a coffee shop out of an old 60s VW bus that's like minted out.
Yeah, definitely. Split window.
Bo Downing,
Love
Helena, Montana. What else we got? Quentin Barney, Grandeur Peak Loop with a beautiful sunset. That's a great shot. Mike Pace. He wants you to mock him publicly.
Yeah, that was awesome.
17 road miles in Ogden Valley,
like,
so Joel can mock me publicly.
Why? You know, you must be running the Ogden Marathon.
Training
just getting
up, ready for
some
that.
road miles on those legs.
Yeah, Allison Schmidt up Indian. Another beautiful shot. And there it is, Sarah Ohm with her 6 Boston with some Swaggin Rights.
Yeah.
But I liked it because she had a little emojicons or whatever those pictures are with like a rainbow and a unicorn.
I know.
You got to spice it up. I like it.
Yep.
Amber Lee Thatcher had a Buckskin Gulch with 5 badass lady friends, it says.
Yeah.
Sarah Ohm, another one from Boston. Jeff Fulmer, Pocatello.
That's looking pretty snowy up there,
the
Jeff.
Smut course is looking pretty rough. Then Simon, he got a little bit different. He drove, he said 925 KMs.
That's
and
long
I'm glad
ways.
he said 574 miles.
That's a long ways.
In Brisbane on the North Shore there. Christopher Pack, congratulations. Desert Rats 50K. Crossing the finish line with some awesome crew members there, so congrats on that. Trey Schmidt up Wheeler again with his cool TrailManners hat. Kim Givler, Glacier National Park with her, a lot of snow and prettiness there.
Lots of snow.
Another one from Australia, Jill Thompson, Nightcap National Park on the East Coast.
Does Jill know Simon? Do we know that?
I don't know. Jill, do you know Simon?
Simon,
do you know Jill? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. A couple Australians. Tim Shoup, Mount Timpanogos with the waterfall.
That's a
looked
lot
pretty.
of water.
Nate Reese, Idaho Falls in a little burned area. Kind of a nice switch. John Hart, St. Anthony, Idaho. Gifford Horace from Colorado River in Mesa County, Colorado. Randall Clare, Palmer Park, 50K. Rattler 50K with the medal. Congratulations on that one. Billings Rims for Cameron Kershaw. Cameron, thanks again for the sweet beverage that you brought down.
I know. Yummy.
Tim Ruiz got us again. San Jose Quicksilver Park. Man,
again.
I want to go run there.
It looks
Every
cool, huh?
photo he takes is lush.
Yeah.
John DeMartin in BC, Canada. Harrison Hot Springs. That looks incredible.
Doesn't it?
With the moss,
So
like
yummy.
that northwest look up there. Eric Faree, Lake Redmond in York County, PA.
Yeah.
And he's coming out of a trail, like a little culvert.
Nice. Oh, that's right.
I should say
Sneaking
free
out of there.
hugs under
Yeah,
that every
right.
time you see something like that.
Yeah.
Free hugs.
You know, it reminds me of that part in It where the clown's down under
I don't dig shows like that.
Yeah,
You
that's
lost me.
scary.
You lost me at it. All right, Joel, I'm going to let you start and tell me which one your favorite one was for the week.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to go with John DeMartin.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Up in BC?
Yeah, that's looking lush up there. Looking yummy. The second was the wedge photo with the sun. Yeah, those are my top two.
Sun coming through.
Then Sarah Ohm gets a honorable mention just because she crushed the Swaggin Rights for us, and we appreciate that.
Absolutely destroyed it.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite one's a tough one. I know the one with Simon and the bus is like a.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That's a go-to.
Right.
Man, to have one, I'm gonna have to go with. Man, you nailed mine. I'm gonna go with Lori. I love the cactus with the water.
Well, yeah, that's a good one too.
That's my favorite because like I said, I just think that's gorgeous. I would love to run there,
Right.
except for the wild donkeys.
Well,
I don't know how to. Like,
we
I know
gotta find
how
somebody
to
faster than us to go out there,
But I don't know how you
right? Which isn't hard, you know.
Oh, yeah,
and they
that'd be
can just
easy.
shoo away the donkeys.
But I don't know how you approach that because like we run with buffalo, we run with the animals in our woods. I've never.
Right.
I don't know how do you. What
I
do
don't
you
know.
do when you encounter a
they
donkey?
just come up in like a pack
I don't know. Do they
and just harass
kick
you.
you? They back heel
Bite
you?
ya.
Like if you stand
They
in
nibble
front
on
of
ya.
them, are you okay? But if you get behind them, they're going to do that little donkey
idea.
kick. See,
I don't
that's
want-
why I
I
don't
don't
know how.
know.
Yeah, that's why I would have a hard time running. I don't know my defense mechanism.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm used to hanging out with a bunch of asses, but that
Right.
would be new.
I
right?
know.
So that would be new. All right, so we kind of covered that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks again for all the pictures. We sure, we
Oh,
just
man.
dig
It's our favorite
seeing-
part of the week,
it really
for sure.
is. So thank you, everybody, for
Yep.
for knocking that. Especially with the Swaggin Rights stuff is always
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Just want to touch on a few things, and then we'll turn it over to see if we got anything else. But Joel, with the 50/50 water bottles are rolling out.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they're starting to ship right now. So if you placed them last week, we did get kind of a backlog. So I
Right.
apologize. So they
Well,
will
remember,
be
those
shipping.
are custom cut.
Yeah,
Every single one's custom cut.
It's like when you order a burger at a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
It's cooked to order. These are cut to order. So those are coming out right now. In fact, yeah, they're good looking too. So be on the lookout. Those are on their way now. Chris Quint out of Maine just ordered our last one, our TM shirt, yellow with the blue print.
Ooh,
that's one of my favorites.
sweet.
And he ordered the last one.
Yeah.
So he's got the very last one of those.
Right on.
One thing that's also been pretty nice too is we've been getting some messages from people,
Yeah.
texting us saying, "Hey, where do you think you should run here? Is there a place here?"
Oh, yeah.
People saying thank you for the podcast and
Right.
the guests we're having on that help them. Not us, but the guests.
Yeah.
That help them and everything. So again, but we wouldn't do it if we didn't have listeners. So
I know. It's fun.
We appreciate that. So what else you got, Joe? You got anything else to add to the show?
I think we covered everything.
Ready to take a big bite of your burrito?
I think it's burrito time.
It is burrito time. So yeah,
Burrito and cheese curd time.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
look forward to the Ogden Trail Running Festival.
Right.
You don't have to live in Utah to come.
No, you don't.
And we'd love to, if you show up, regardless, we'd love to see you.
Right. And I think that's those people that are spending the night Friday night and taking off and going home, we'll try to get some sort of early morning run going Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like a little fun run.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We'll
since
do that
couldn't
before
do
you
a
guys.
race, or if you signed up but can't stay.
Exactly. Let's do that.
Let's work on that.
Well, we'll get that sorted out. Try to figure out what you guys want to do, and go have some fun.
One thing I do want to say, though, if you are coming to the Trail Fest, we haven't mentioned this yet, bring your wallet. Because we
Yeah.
have some sponsors and some vendors there that we
Right.
want to support.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
And that has nothing to do with us.
Nope.
But it's their companies. We got like
Right.
Westwood Sunglasses, a local
Right.
company. They're going to have some stuff there.
Scratch Lab's going to be there. Have we got that nailed down?
Working with Brian, I think we're there.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
They're going to be
Squirrels
there.
Nut Butter is going to be
Squirrels
there.
Nut Butter,
Gear
man.
30 will be there. Solomon will be there. I think Sunto is going to be
yeah,
there.
we're working that one.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of cool vendors there. Plus, there's
Right.
going to be food.
Food,
but
drinks.
And, a lot of times when these vendors show up, they have some good pricing.
I know, right?
Oh, and we have another booth. The TrailManners booth is going to be loaded with swag. Some stuff is going to be special edition that you will not be able to buy online, and there may only be a couple. So
I like it.
make sure you do that. Support those guys. But, just show up, have fun, bring your kids. Got the Kids K. Sign up for the Give Wallace race or the Twinkie 2 Mile. There's more information on our website about the Twinkie 2 Mile.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that next week, I think.
Yeah, so, thanks again for an awesome week. We look forward to meeting everybody there that can make it. Keep sending in your photos, your Swaggin Rights,
Yep.
and just where you're running over the weekend. And don't forget about hitting us up for some TrailManners swag, or the donation button, I guess, is kind of the last order there. So, other than that, we are about ready to tackle. Joel's going to tackle that burrito. I'm going to hit these cheese curds hard.
Yep.
And I think that's it. So have a great week. Enjoy yourself and stay safe.